two, one, one, two, one, two, one, one, two.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. I'm Neon Tom.
And I am Moves Johnson. Thank you guys for checking out Artist Under Construction. We are here today with Matan Golstein. He is a Berlin-based musician. He is one of the hardest working musicians, drummers, performers, creators that I have met in my travels in Berlin. Say hello, Matan.
Hey, what's up, guys?
How you doing?
Hey, Matan, thank you for coming on the show.
Good to be here.
Awesome. So for people who don't know that much about you, can you tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, how you came to Berlin?
Yeah, I will start and I will say that I'm not a cajon player. No, it's a joke.
You're not a cajon
So
player.
basically, I'm
Just
a
happen to be
drummer.
very, very good at it.
I'm a drummer,
Okay.
and yeah, I also play percussion, cajon, congas, and African instruments. But once I moved to Berlin, I didn't have any drum set, so the only thing that I could do is to buy a cajon and start to work with whatever I can do. So I bought a cajon and I started to play with lots of people, open mics, jam sessions, and
Nice.
then after 1 year, or like maybe 1 year and a half, I found myself a cajon player, and I even developed really cool preset and crazy skills because I played so much, and all of a sudden I was the cajon player, and people present me like, hey, he's a cajon player, and I think, no, I'm a drum set player. Hey, like there's a drum set here.
Yeah, it's got your name on it and everything, right? Like it's
Yeah. So this is the joke. I'm not cajon player, but no, I play drums, percussion, and.
But you do so
bit
much more
guitar.
than that. You do like you're in your studio right now, right? Like you work with a lot of independent artists in Berlin. You do recording, you do beat making. Because you've got a couple of YouTube and Instagram channels. You've got M Gold Music, you've got M Gold Beats.
Yes.
So
Yeah, so I think I see it in that way. There is me, Matan, and Matan can do few stuff. I can play the drums as a sessionist. I can be a producer. I also play guitar and piano, and around when I was 15, I think, I started to work with this software, Guitar Pro. I guess you know this.
we all know Guitar Pro.
Software.
Yeah.
And I really developed some production skills from this thing. So today I also do production. And I'm trying to create beats for rappers. I sell my beats on BeatStars. So yeah, there is M Gold Beats, M Gold Music. Yeah.
Every different
Hopeful-
avenue.
Yeah.
So do you think that's like helped you like has it been difficult to manage many different areas, or do you think it's been easier because you can say, oh, this job is specifically for like M Gold Beats and this is for M Gold Music and this is for like, is it a challenge balancing that, or?
It is challenging, and I think every, let's say, department takes almost a full-time job, because the beats, I need to create the beats, send it to mixing, mastering, and then release the beats under M Gold Beats, and then work on the marketing of the beats, how to sell it and how to get people, and maybe to do sponsor ad, work with this platform or this platform, with my own landing page or with some BeatStars platform. So it's like almost one full-time job with this department. On the other hand, there is the Matan, the drummer, that I need to find gigs and play concerts because this is what I do. So I need to market myself as a drummer and as a sessionist and do the same process. And then there is Matan, the producer. So I need to develop producing skills, find the people, close the deal, and like bring people to my studio and make sure that there is customers and there is all the logistic parts around this. So it's like a lot of work, but in the end, I think it's help to each other, because if someone need producer, I can say, yeah, I'm also beat maker. If it's in electronic area, or I can say, yeah, also a sessionist. So if you need the drummer for your track, you got it.
Right, like if they
It's
come to
built
your
in
studio,
the
you
producer.
can. They don't have
One
to bring.
second,
Oh yeah.
I lost the cable.
Oh no.
It's all good.
But yeah, you were saying also real quick, if we're doing this, you're wiggling in your chair a bit, and your sound is cutting in and out a little bit, like you're coming. back
Oh,
and
damn.
forth. Yeah, it's all good. I'm
Okay.
just letting you know. But yeah, so you're saying like, if you like if an artist comes into your studio, they don't have to bring a full band necessarily. They can you can be their drummer, or you can help them create their music as well as record
Yeah.
it and produce it and get it out there. You can help them even do the creation part of it too, because you're taking
Yes,
all of the roles.
basically, I'm just trying to do whatever I can for the production. If it's not such a complicated guitar track, I will check the guitar as well. Of course, drums and percussion, and yeah, this is how the different departments just goes into one thing in the end, and it help each other.
So I think a lot of artists have that, where we have sort of different almost departments where we're doing different stuff. Do you have any tips to help people organize and balance their life with all these different things at once?
Yeah, I'm a big geek of organizing, and
do,
in
do you
matter
just do
of
written calendar, or do you
So,
digitize your stuff?
I know where this is
course
going.
there
I've
is
worked
a-
with Matan. Like, just really quick before
Oh,
you
awesome.
answer, Matan is very.
I want to know.
I
wanna
will
see
back
this.
up that Matan is like really. I have seen so many spreadsheets and plans and charts.
Oh yeah, I'm the
Please,
exact
yeah.
opposite. I wing everything. I think that's also the Moose
Alright.
Johnson way of doing things.
Yeah, so of course there is a calendar, which I have to write what's going on tomorrow, next month, where I'm going to be and what I'm going to do. And I always manage Excel sheets, and
That's
there
cool.
I check few stuff. I check what I did, what actually happened, like each day, how many, if I did lesson, gig, production, and then I do it for I do summary for all week, and then I do summary for all months, and then in the end of the year I do the summary of all year.
That's a really good idea. So then you can
And-
see a breakdown of where you've spent your time.
Exactly, and the cool thing is that after 2 or 3 years that you do it, you can get big picture of your business. Now
Yeah.
there is someone selling falafel, someone selling cars. They all check what they sell, how much they sell, which months was better or not better. And after a few years, you can see, yeah, every August in the summer vacation, I have very low income. So maybe it's time to think, what can I do different every August in the year? And then you can also plan for the future. And you develop yourself exactly like a business system.
Yeah. You can see who's calling. Like if you're doing more gigs over a year or more clients, then you know, oh, this is a bigger part of my income. So you can focus maybe more on bringing those clients in, or on maximizing that. Or if you want to, like I have students, and it's fun to teach, but I'm not a teacher naturally, right? Like I'm a musician, and I'm here to make my music and do recordings and stuff. So when I have my students come, it's a great thing, but I really don't want to fill my day with students. I want to have some students, but then still have time to do these things that I enjoy doing. And you have to sort of find that balance. I know what you mean with how many students you have, or how much work you're getting from one thing, and how much time you can give to this other thing, and it all comes together very. It takes time to see the big picture, like you said.
Yeah, it takes
Yeah, and I
time, and you
think
have to be consistent and stable with follow the numbers.
Yeah. Do you?
Yeah, I think-
Tom, go for it. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, I think that could help someone like me. I don't know if you do that yourself, Moose Johnson, but at the end of the episode, we like to talk about homework, and I think unless we think of something else, I think making a schedule and sort of adding sort of percentages of what you're doing to your schedule might be part of that.
Keeping track of
End of the
of
episode
things.
stuff,
Yeah,
yeah.
I have a premonition as well that might be.
Yeah,
coming
I'm
up
keeping
again.
that on the back
That's-
burner here.
Yeah. Yeah, no, because you were asking if I do it too, and I don't always do it. I try to do it. Certainly,
Yeah,
honestly,
like I kind of.
I was going
yeah.
to say working
I
with
kinda do it.
Matan. Yeah, it comes
Yeah.
up, right? But working with Matan has really. I remember there have been times where we've had gigs, and Matan, it's been you who's kind of sat us down on the couch and gone, no, guys, this is what we did well, but this is what we need to look at for the future. This is how maybe we can, like if it's a gig where you pass the hat, there are better times to pass the hat or better things to say when you're passing the hat. And I just working with you, you're very aware of like all of the business sides of things or all of these quiet things that I think the artist doesn't really, like as an artist, you don't want to do the business side of things, right? And so you're very, very aware of all of these quiet things, and you're really good at making me aware of them at least. So working with you has made me a better businessman, if I can say that.
Pleasure.
Yeah. Anytime.
I think I think the first question that anyone should ask himself is what I want. Okay, I want to earn from music 5,000 euro every month. So the first thing to do is to write it. And then you have to plan, even if it's a bit imaginary and doesn't make any sense. So you say, I want 2,000 euro from gigs. I want another 1,000 euro from students and so on. And then you start to cope stuff that you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for 2,000 euro students every month, I need 15 lessons a week. Meaning I need 20 students, because some of them cancel, of course.
Right.
How can I get 20 students? Post in Facebook, sponsor ad, and talk with my neighbor, and call to my aunt that wanted for her son, whatever, you know? And once you have the goal, you have the stuff that you need to do, you can start to achieve your goals. It's not happened in the first month, not in the second, and not in the third. It's happened maybe, I don't know, after 1 year. But if you do it consistently, from my own experience, you will get there. It just happen once you write, and also change the goals. Maybe 5,000. It's not realistic.
Not
So you do
maybe
it
not to
4,000.
start. Like yeah, exactly. You start with something that you can achieve, and then you build from it, and then you push. And it's interesting that you say this breakdown, because you're not the first person that we've interviewed who has presented that idea in that way. Like you have to have a goal, you have to move towards the goal one step at a time, and it's a very common. I think a lot of the successful people that we talk to on this show, they and I consider you one of the successful people too, but a lot of them they say exactly the same thing. You don't it doesn't just happen overnight. You're not just going to wake up and suddenly be achieving these things. You have to push for it. You have to try it. It happens step by step. It's a process, and you have to modify that process as you see things that you can help.
Yeah,
I
I think I can give you. Sorry, talk.
Yeah, no worries. I was just going to say, when we talk to people about balancing their life and their projects, that a lot of times prioritizing is a big part of that, because you got to know what is not your priority, what you can knock out of your schedule for the more important things in order to get your balance sort of flowing. You don't want to miss those important things, or else you'll be angry at yourself.
Yeah.
That's true. I can give you a sneak in to my. Can I share my screen?
Yeah, I would love to see
see
some of this.
amazing.
wow.
Oh,
Cool. We got to click watch stream.
we gotta peek behind
Doing
the Iron Curtain right now.
Okay.
Cool.
Yes. So this is my weekly thing. It started very ugly.
I like its color
how I started. I think 2 years ago.
I've seen these charts before. These look familiar.
So
All right, you're gonna have to tell us
that's-
about some of this color coding.
yeah, it's also in Hebrew. So
I've noticed that, but that you can explain what's going on. And
but here, for example, I said my weekly goal is like students. Weekly goal 8 lessons that's going to bring 240 euro. In the end, I did 5 lessons that brought me 275. So I reached my weekly goal in this matter, and I think I did a lesson to a group. This is why I did less lessons with more money.
Oh, nice.
And here it's a supporting mission. So here I wrote in Hebrew to tell people any chance that I have that I am a teacher and I have a rhythm course. And I did it 7 times. I did it with 7 different people that I met. It's without money, so it's black. But this is the support stuff that I can do for get my goal, 8 lessons a week. And this is student. Here's the same with gigs. So I want to do 1 gig a week for 50 euro. I did 2 gigs for 15 euro. And of course I improved the colors and I did it much more clear. It's like 3 years of every week here. Wait, I go to...
as the system grows, you have ways that you think about it, so it's easier to categorize,
So this is my studio students beat selling gigs. What can I do? What can I duplicate from this week to remember one really good thing that I did? And what is my focus for next week? Here is the schedule for the students next week. And now I can back here. Yeah. So it's a kind of Sisyphic. I don't know if you can say this word. It's really hardcore. Write the numbers and go into it. But this is the thing that make the dream come true. You know?
I see. Yeah, and
it's not shiny.
It's a really good.
It's not.
But it's specific and it's like it's very focused. It doesn't have to be shiny or flashy. It just has to be on point. You know.
Yeah.
We'll just close that stream out.
But it's good when it at least has the color coding, so you can look through it quicker.
Yeah, of course. I know green is the student, yellow it's the gigs, and
I do the same thing with mine because I keep my finances and stuff, and like Matan understands, we're here on music visas, so every couple of years we have to go and report in with the government and show them what we've done and how many invoices we've given. So I do the same thing where like there's a color for if Moves Johnson has played a gig, there's a color for if I've just gone busking and it's money from that, or if it's a client that's come into the studio or something. It's always there's a specific thing. There's another color for like if I've had to pay somebody or if the money's gone out of the account. And yeah, like it's just easier because that's how you keep track of it. I totally and I got a lot of that from Matan. I have to say it was we didn't sit down and have a discussion quite this formal about it. Like I would just, we'd hang out or I'd be at your house and then you would open a file like this sometimes, and in the back of my mind I'm like, oh yeah, that's actually a really good idea. I should try doing that.
I need to do that.
Yeah. No, because you've been here, about 3 years you've been in Berlin?
Yes, a bit less, but it's almost 3 years, yeah.
Yeah, and you have grown very quickly. I've watched you expand and grow, and you are, like, you get around, man. There's people call you, and your business has grown. You've put the time in, you've put the effort in, and it's showing, like, it's paying off. You're doing really big things, and in a relatively short time of being here, it's great.
Yeah, I think the main gas that the main gas that any freelancer, any musician can get is to, of course, the cliches are true. Work your ass off.
Yeah.
Show your face every chance that you have. Work for free. Don't sleep. Not forever. Not forever. For for a while, and then stuff will come to you. And one smart thing that I did that was really game changing for me. I went to a bar, Little Stage, because friends of a friends from Israel told me, yeah, go there. It's a cool place. So I went there, it was empty, and I met few people, good friends of mine till today, and we played a jam session there, and it was really cool, so I started to come every week, and then we become kind of a team there, And the owner of the place told us, hey, run the open mic every Wednesday, run the jam session every Friday. And we were like beginners musicians in Berlin. Like, yeah, of course. And can you pay us something? Yeah, 30 euro for 7 p.m. till 3 a.m. Not cool. Dumping. Really bad. But we said, yeah, we do it. And we did really good job, and we brought tons of people. And the thing that happened that every week I met maybe 15 musicians. And every open mic, with every session, some artists that going to the stage now, I said, hey, my name is Matan, I'm producer, I'm going to record your session, so later I can do the mix and give it to you, present on me, because you came to my open mic. And if you need some rhythm, cajon, I will go with you to the stage and I will catch the groove, and you get your song with a cool beat from the cajon and the preset. And people loved it. Like, yeah, of course, awesome. And lots of free work, really. I spent tons of time. But then after 1 year, and then this is what happened. Everyone know Matan. Everyone talk about Matan. Matan is everywhere. How you do it? And there is no magic. It's just I worked my ass off twice a week for like 10 hours in this bar, and yeah, I just grab with my hands the connection, the people.
I had a very similar experience when I first came here. I was living in hostels, and it was I stayed in one hostel for I think 3 months, and it was very, after a point, like I stay there, but new people come to stay in the hostel every week, every couple of days. And then they would say, oh, what do? You live here, like, you must know cool places in the city, or we're looking for live music and stuff. And I say, I'm a musician. Maybe you can come to my gig, or like maybe you can come and hang out with this. And those people start to follow you on Facebook or on Instagram and stuff. And it would just to be in one place and have the audience be able to come to you, or just to cycle through people. It's easier than having to like go out and find them, the two people here. If you're in one place and 10 people come in every week, it's easier that way, right? And you have to capitalize on it. If you don't say to them, yeah, I play music, or yeah, I do this, come out and see what I do, come out and participate in, my art. It's, if you don't tell them that, then they don't know. But if they're coming to you and they're looking for it, and that's already what they're in the building searching for, then it's very easy to say, oh yeah, no, of course, like this is what we came here to find, this is what we came here to do. And you build, the snowball rolls,
Yeah, the snowball.
Yeah, sorry, Tom understands this. We're from a much colder place than you are in the world.
Yeah. Snow
like
is a
the
fact of
snowball.
life around here. It's,
It's been 24 degrees here the past couple of days, and even like yesterday it rained, but it was still like 28 degrees. And like in Canada, this is not, no, none of that. Like there's people walking around still in jackets because it's hot, and I don't understand this at all.
You should come to Israel once.
I want to.
Yeah.
I really want to. But maybe in the winter.
yeah, I agree.
Fair enough.
So
So
there is Gary V. You know who is Gary V? This coacher, big thing in Facebook and Instagram.
no.
So he, or like Tony Robbins, or he one of those coaches.
Like a life coach or a mentor
Yeah.
type thing.
And I think for freelancers, it's very important to consume those content because it's relevant to us, to people that running their own business. We need this mental support and like go above our fears and our weaknesses. So I
really like, sorry, just before you go, I really like how you put that. That was a really good, to go above your fears and weaknesses, to not be held back by them. That was a really, I really like how you express that. That's exactly how I feel.
It's really well worded too, because you're not like crushing them or getting rid of them, but you're going above them, and they still exist. But
Yeah, they definitely still exist. It depends how you handle
Yeah, exactly.
with those guys. And yeah, so for example, I have coacher myself here, and because all my life I went to a therapist and psychologist, and I analyzed my past and why I behave like I behave, and my dad and my mom and my family. And at some point, and I always thought this is what figure out my problems, my issues, because it was very hard for me to talk about money or like ask about money or saying like, hey, pay me 5 days from today. Thank you. So it was impossible for me. And I see that I can't solve it. And then I understood, okay, I need something more practical and less talk about my childhood because it doesn't help. Like, okay, I got the theory. Thank you. Now it's hard for me to do it. What can I do? And I got to coacher, which focus much more in the present and put your issues like in front of yourself, in front of your face, and then above on it you write your goals and you go into that.
You push through.
If you didn't succeed, nothing happened. Next week again. But if you manage, great, now higher. You manage, great, now higher. You didn't, okay, next week. And yeah, I think it's important for freelancers and people that's running themselves as a business.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
That's I agree entirely. I think that's another thing that might come up. Some more foreshadowing of the homework here is just setting goals and being able to.
Is it going to be another double project day?
It might be another double homework or the first double homework day because we don't know what episode this is.
That's true.
Yeah, we'll find that out later. But yeah, all of this is just wonderful advice, and I can't stress enough how important it is what you're saying to just be able to push through what your fears are or what you think is holding back, to just put in the work even though you don't want to. It really there is no secret. Like you said, there's no magic involved. You just have to do it. And sometimes it's going to be harder. Sometimes it's going to be easier. Sometimes it's going to be more fun. Sometimes it's going to be less fun. But you have to, if you don't do it, then you won't achieve what you're looking for. Hustlers don't get sick days.
Yeah,
it's true. It's funny that you mention finance as well, because I feel like in order to start your career and start making contacts, you have to start working for free, and you do a lot of stuff for free. And how do you manage that transition in between? Like, I used to give you free work, but now I kind of need some money for it. It is kind of difficult.
Tips on like upgrading your, like as you grow, your price grows. Do you have tips on how to maybe manage the clients for that?
I would say for building your portfolio and get experience, yes, work for free, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But at some point, you need to make sure that you make your living. Like in the end, we're all living in a modern world, and we need to pay the electricity, the supermarket, and the rent. And you have to make sure that you get those stuff. If it's from other job, then okay. Or if it's from the music that you want to earn money, so from the music. But at some point you have to stop, and it might be not friendly, it's not comfortable to say to someone, hey, next time, I'm sorry. And if it makes you feel better, you can really explain, I really can't afford it anymore. If you respect me, if you're my friend and you want the best for me, I would like you understand that I can't do it for free anymore.
Yeah, and
yeah,
it's really shitty moment. Like it sounds easy in the theory, and it sounds easy that I speak about it right now, but it's really shitty. And most of the people that you work with are your friends, or you develop
and they also
some
don't usually
friendship.
have a lot of money, so it's kind of.
And the vibe and the area around music is that there is no money. We all like.
We're all here for love of it. Yeah.
But it's one of the richest industry in the world, and it's the show business. And we have show, love, and inspiration, and business. and you have to be, I think, brave enough to step to the business side and say, I have to charge something, or I have to raise the price, because till now it was friendly price.
Yeah, but you have to know your worth exactly. Like, yeah, there's
And you might lose people. People can say, okay, I don't work with you anymore. I will find someone else in Facebook that can do it for free. And it's okay to be ready to lose.
Definitely.
Okay, thank you. I wish you the best. And usually they back.
Yeah, exactly. Once they
Usually
hear what
they
you
do.
can do versus they get what they pay for, right? If they find somebody for free, they work with them once and go, but wait, this is the other guy. Yeah.
Even I work different when I work for free. It's not in my priority. I have to finish my project that people pay me money because I want to give good service and I want this customer back. But free stuff, I can't promise. If I have time, if I'm in the mood, yes. But if I don't have mood, so no. And
Yeah,
it's tricky. It's tricky area.
I think prioritizing is a key word here, because like I do work in technical support as well, and I'll fill my schedule with as much free stuff as I can help people with. And if something's more critical, I'll prioritize it higher. But the one way to get higher than that is to give us money. If you pay for something, you become the highest priority.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's
So I think maybe that's a good tip to people. If you're wondering how to ask people for money, you just be like, listen, my schedule's full. If you want to become a priority, you want me to move other stuff away. That's kind of how it has to go.
And it's also like you touched on it before. There's a level of respect. Like if my toilet breaks and I need a plumber, that plumber is going to come over to my house. He's going to charge me $70 to show up. He's going to charge me for the gas as well on top of that. And that's just to show up and take a look at the toilet. And then to maybe fix it, he's going to charge me whatever he has to fix. And he's not like, that's what it costs to operate his business. That's what it costs for him to not starve to death and to feed his family. He's not rich. He's not buying a mansion with this money. He's living his life and doing his trade. And if you come to a music studio or you hire a musician to play in your band or something, like you need this service. They are providing this service. They're a professional in this thing that you need, and this is what it costs to hire a professional. This is what it costs them to. They're not trying to rob you. They're not trying to be cheap about it. But like this is what it costs for me to do this, and in order for me to not lose money or to be able to pay my own bills, you know. And it's only fair that you.
Some plumbers might be trying to rob you. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, there's always maybe a scammer in any, but like, it's just any other professional in any other field, you know, like you have no problem if a real teacher makes so much money an hour. Not a real teacher, but like a one who works in a school, you know, you have no problem if they make this much money an hour, or if an electrician makes this much money an hour, or anybody. But like suddenly in art, a lot of the time you get people going, oh, can you do it for free? Or let's collaborate. I'll do something for you and you do something for me. And that can be fun, and you can network and you can build maybe. But like at the end of the day, this is my job. This is what I do for a living, and I have to be able to pay my rent and pay my groceries, or I won't even be able to collaborate with you because I'll have to go and do another job that, like, a man's got to eat, you know. And it's, you know, I'm either going to solve that with music or I'm going to solve that with another job. But if you respect me and I do good, then you should be willing to pay me. It's only fair.
And that's kind of what I was saying about like prioritizing and like having your schedule already full. Like if you have a gig where you can make a little bit of money, even if it's just passing around the hat, you're not going to cancel that to do something for free.
Yeah,
it's like you
exactly.
need to get paid for that to take an opportunity to get paid out of your own schedule.
Exactly. And the more you do things like that, then the more you have sort of the ability to go, look, this is what how much money we usually make when we do this. This is our minimum rates. This is how we know we're worth this amount of money. So you have the ability to go back and say, we can't do it for less than this. Like, we know how much it's going to cost us, how much we need to make, and you have a better understanding of your own business.
Yeah.
But I think we are approaching. I'm looking at the clock on the wall, and we are approaching our time limit. Matan is a very busy man, and I really want to say thank you for giving us this time out of your day, because we've been trying to get you on the podcast for a while now, and I'm really, really happy that we finally found some time.
We did it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But before we go, we've been talking about it this whole episode, and we have to get to the homework part. So
Yeah, and we want your help, Matan, on assigning people's homework. We want them to be able to grow and learn from a little project that we give them. And me and Moves Johnson are going to do this as well.
yeah, you're not just giving other people homework; you're giving us homework.
Giving
too.
us homework.
Yeah, like whatever you do, we're going to do it too.
I would say try it for 30 days, for 1 month. I can also give link for my Google Docs, and then you have already the sheets ready. Just put your numbers, and it's like planning the next month, what I'm going to do, when, and how much money I'm going to earn from it. And then from that you can see what is your what you think is going to happen next month, and then during the month, or every week or every few days, whatever, finish the month when you filled every day with whatever you did. And then you can get, in the end of the month, picture what you did, how much you earned, and how much you thought you're going to earn. And then you can see also your the reality and your head.
Amazing.
The next month I'm going to earn 2,000, I have this and this and this. Then you put the numbers and, oh, it's just 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. He pay next month, and then you meet the reality, and then you can manage. So I would say 1 month, follow the numbers, see what happened.
I really like that, and we're going to put a link to that Google Docs description. We're going to put it in the video description below, and we're also going to.
Easy.
We might be flashing it up on the screen as you're talking, but definitely it'll be in the description below. So.
Yeah, and then
Right here.
Walk on it.
comes the link.
The magic of television.
Yep.
So that is a great advice. I really want to say thank you one more time to Matan Golstein for coming on the podcast. M Gold Beats, M Gold Music. You can find him in. If you look, you will find Matan.
He's on YouTube. He's on Instagram. We're going to put the links below. We're going to flash them up for you so you can go to them. If you want to spell them out, Matan, you're welcome to tell people about it.
Yeah. Or if there's anything else you want people to know about you or where to find you, now is the time.
It's just M Gold Music, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. M Gold Beats, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, SoundCloud as well. And I'm a cool guy,
Yeah, I'm going to add you on the SoundCloud.
You are a cool guy. You're a very cool guy.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So thank you very much one more time to Matan for coming on our show. I have been Moves Johnson.
I've been Neon Tom. Thank you very much for watching Artists Under Construction, the podcast where we help you become bigger, stronger, and faster as an artist.
Yes. We'll see you next time, guys. Until then, have a good one.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
1, 2, 1, 1, 2.